Hello students, good morning to one and all. Once again we are back after a holiday of 1 week. So today we are going to begin the new book. Okay, if you have this book, then kindly take the first chapter of your English textbook. Okay, this is not the this is what we are dealing. That is not that book. This is different book. Okay, if you have this book, kindly take the first chapter. As you see, the first chapter, I have written the name on the blackboard. That is the lost child. So, in the lost child, the story is very simple. Nothing is difficult here. Words are also very simple. Okay. Word meaning I have written here. If any word meaning comes in between, then I will again tell you the meaning of it, so that you can write it down. So the summary is the summary of this topic is like that. The small boy, okay, small boy, I mean he was 4 or 5 years of old, okay, so he once he had gone with with his parents, okay, with his parents to a fair, okay, I mean what we call in Hindi Mela, okay, so nearby his village one fair was going on, so they wanted to visit. So after going there, this child, okay, this small boy, he gets lost in amidst that a big crowd, okay, in the big crowd he gets lost. Then after that how he how he experiences, okay, when he's away from the parents. We know that when we are child or when we are small, that time when we are away from the our parents in unknown place, that time what will be the situation, you know that, okay. If you have not experienced so far, at least you might have had, okay, this sort of experience, okay. But I am telling you the truth. I had this experience when I was child, okay. When I was 3 or 4 years old, that time I was lost in a fair, okay. But somehow I was found by my parents, and I came back home safe and sound, okay. So we shall go by each lines and paragraph by paragraph and deal with it. Okay. So if you have this textbook, kindly take page number 3. Okay. So here we go with the first paragraph of your first chapter, that is the lost child. It was a festival of spring. From the wintry shades of narrow lanes and alleys emerged a gaily clad humanity. Some walked, some rode in the horses, others sat being carried in bamboo and bullock's cart. One little boy ran between his father's legs, brimming over with life and laughter. Okay. "Come, child, come," called his parents, and he lagged behind, fascinated by toys in the shore that lined the way. So, as I told you, this is this small child. He goes along with his parents to one of his nearby fairs, so which was held just far from his village. So as they were going, he was with his parents. Okay, when he left the home, that time he was with his parents. So here are some words you can find. This clad humanity means clad means clothed. Okay, clothes means wearing. Okay, wearing clothes. That is clad humanity. And then you know that in the fairs, okay, people go by walk. Okay, and some rode on horse. Okay, those who don't have vehicles and so no, they rode on horses. So somehow, according to their convenience, they went to the fairs. Okay. So this child was all the more happier and excited to see that crowd and see that horses and so on. Okay. You know the curiosity what will be that child will be having. Okay. So this is the meaning of this first paragraph. And he hurried towards his parents, the feet obedient to their call, his eyes still lingering on the reading toys. Lingering means delay. Okay, delay. Okay. Lingering means here it is, getting attracted or getting stuck to one of the particular things or also place. But lingering on the receding toys. Okay. Here receding toys means what? Retreating. Okay, retreating. Again and again he what? Again and again he is watching that toys. Okay. As he came where he had stopped to wait for him, he could not suppress the desire of this heart, even though he well knew the old stare of refusal in their eyes. I want that toy, he pleaded. His father looked at him red-eyed. In his familiar tyrant's way, tyrants, you know it. Tyrants were the absolute ruler. Okay. I mean having complete power on something else. Okay. Tyrants way. Who his father looked at him, looked at the boy with the tyrant way. His mother, melted by the free spirit of the day, was rendered land, giving him her finger to hold, said, "Look, child, what is before you?" It was a flowering mustard field, pale like the melting gold, as it swept across miles and miles on even land. A group of dragonflies were bustling about their greedy purple wings, intercepting the flights of lone back bee or butterfly in search of sweetness from the flowers. The child followed them in the air with his gaze, till one of them would still its wings and rest. And he would try to catch it, but it would go flapping up into the air. When he had almost caught it in his hand, then his mother gave a cautionary call. Come child, come on to the footpath. So, as they were approaching, okay, in this paragraph, as they were approaching this, what is this, fair, okay, or mela. So, before that one, there are some toys were there. Okay, in the fair there are some toys, so he was attracted. Who? This is small boy was attracted by that toys, and he was lingering on that. He was lingering on that particular toys. Then what? He was going on now. Again and again he was looking. Okay, retreating that particular toys because it was beautiful. Okay, you know that the child are all the more they are attracted to toys. So he said to his father that I want that toy, kindly buy for me. But his father showed what a tyrant, an absolute ruler. Okay, absolute rule. Okay, totally he refused to not to buy that toys for that boy. Okay, then but her mother was so sad about it. His mother was so sad about the response of his father towards that small child. Then what his mother told that boy is that one, look son, what is before you that you enjoy. As they were approaching that fair, that time there was a beautiful water. This mustard field was there. Okay, it was because in the winter season, you know that during that winter season, what usually this mustard, mustard is cultivated. Okay, this flowers is so beautiful. Mustard flower is so beautiful. So when this mustard this field was there, that time this mother trying to divert the child's attention towards that mustard seed from that toys. Then when this boy attracted to that mustard seed flower, then started running towards that mustard seed, leaving his parents. Remember that at this stage, at this paragraph only, he left his parents. Then he went towards the mustard seed, and there were so many dragonflies and butterflies. Okay, so he wanted to catch that one, and then he went through that He went through that mustard field. So Then their parents went to the field. Okay, this is the meaning. If you have this book, you can find the translation. Okay, in Hindi also you can find it. So he ran towards his parents gaily, and gaily means with a happiness. Okay, parents gaily, and walked abreast of them for a while. Being, however, soon left behind, attached by the little insects and worms along the footpath that were teeming out from their hiding places to enjoy the sunshine. Come, child, come, his parents called from the shade of a grove where they had seated themselves on the edge of a well. He ran towards them. A shower of young flowers fell upon the child. He entered the grove, and forgetting his parents, he began to gather the raining petals in his hands. But lo, he heard the cooing. Okay, cooing, C-O-O-I-N-G. Cooing means the sound of a dove. Okay, sound of a dove. Okay, you know that when the sound of dove is something like it, totally different from other types of birds. Okay, when child hears, okay, in a secluded place, they are frightened. Okay, thinking that it is a ghost. So, cooing of doves, ran towards his parents, shouting, "The dove, the dove." Okay, the raining petals dropped from his forgotten hands. Come, child, come. They called to the child, who had now gone running in wild capers around the banyan tree. And gathering him up, they took the narrow, winding footpath which led to the fade through the mustard field. Okay, so in this paragraph we see that is a boy. He goes to that mustard field and enjoys that petals of that mustard flower, and he was also fascinated or also attracted by that so many insects or butterflies or dragonflies. You know that what is dragonfly? Okay, so he was trying to catch, but he could not catch. But when he heard the sound of this dove, okay, then he was frightened and came back to his parents, calling the dove, the dove. Then the parents also. So in this paragraph, once again they heard the noise of this boy. Okay, though they were separated from each other, but they heard the noise from this boy. So then they went to one banyan tree. Okay, through that. So nearby that banyan tree, one shortcut to fair was there. So they went through that shortcut to that fair. This is the meaning of this paragraph. As they neared the village, the child could see many other footpaths and full throngs. Throngs means what? This is what is called footpaths of a crowd. Okay, footpaths of crowd. That is what throngs. So covering to the whirlpool of the faith, and felt at once repelled and fascinated by the confusion of the world he was entering. A sweetmeat seller hawked a gulab jamun, rasgulla, barfi, jalebi. You know, this is the name of the sweets. Okay. In this paragraph, he comes closer to that faith. Okay. So at the corner of the entrance, and crowd pressed around his counter at the foot of an architecture of many colored sweets, decorated with leaves of silver and gold. The child started open-eyed, and his mouth watered of the barfi that was his favorite sweet. Okay, his favorite sweet was what? Barfi. Okay. So I want that barfi. He slowly murmured. Okay, just he spoke slowly. Okay, to himself, not to anyone. That is the meaning of a murmur. Okay. So, but he half knew as he begged that his plea would not be heeded because his parents would say he was greedy. So, without waiting for an answer, he moved on. So, in this paragraph, what? He was totally separated from his parents. Okay, the parents also was separated from this boy. Okay, this both of them, these parents and the child, both of them were separated from each other. Okay, so this boy goes to the field. Okay, through this mustard field. Mustard field, he reaches to the field. Then as soon as he reaches, he saw that this sweet shop. Okay, so many sweet shops were there. Okay, here it is mentioned gulab jamun, rasgulla, barfi, and jalebi. So barfi is his favorite sweet. So he was attracted and he wanted to eat, and he spoke to himself that I want that sweet. But afterwards that boy realized that my parents, they will not buy it for me, because they know that they think that I am a greedy boy. So this is the meaning of this paragraph. A flower seller hoped a garland of gulmohar. A garland of gulmohar. Okay, gulmohar is the name of what? And this is a flower. Okay. The child screamed. The child seemed irresistible drawn. Okay, I mean without any patience. Okay, he was attracted to that gulmohar. Okay, the garland of gulmohar. So that is the meaning of irresistible. He went towards the basket where the flower lay heaped and half murmured, I want that garland, but he well knew his parents would refuse to buy him those flowers, because they would say that they were cheap. So without waiting for an answer, he moved on. So in this paragraph, we see that this boy encounters another shop. That is what a flower shop. Okay, that florist was shouting, but in the flower of gulmohar, garland of gulmohar. Okay, so seeing that flower also, this boy was totally attracted, and he also wanted to buy, but he again realized that his parents will think that this flower is so cheap. That's why he did not buy that flower. So children, for today's class, we shall stop in this paragraph, page number 5. Okay, for the next class, we shall resume for the rest of the class. So thank you so much for watching this one patiently. Have a nice day.